Welcome back. February's brutal deep freeze in Texas didn't just take a large human toll. It also impacted thousands and thousands of sea turtles. They were left cold stunned by that cold snap.
Yeah, thankfully, though, many of them were rescued. They were nursed back to health and returned to the sea. But the recovery period has been a little longer for one big turtle.
And that's where NBC's Kerry Sanders picks up the story. Hi, Kerry. Good morning.
Well, good morning. You know, the incredibly now warm waters of the Gulf of Mexico are going to be home once again to this amazing green sea turtle, 150 pounds. We're on South Padre Island, where Sea Turtle Inc. has been working. Let me put my mask on here as I get a little bit closer. You can see the volunteers back here. This is the guy right here. His nickname is Falcon Heavy, and that's an homage to SpaceX, which we'll explain in a minute. But really exciting moment, because this is one of 5,000 sea turtles that was rescued during that terrific, horrible freeze back in February. This morning, one very resilient sea turtle is finally ready to go home.
It's going to be a very emotional moment.
In February, the deadly Texas deep freeze left millions without power, and the Gulf of Mexico bitter cold. That cold snap triggered a heartbreaking scene. More than 5,000 sea turtles bobbed to the surface. Some washed ashore, cold-stunned into suspended animation. The Laguna Madre water temperatures had plummeted from 80 to 37 degrees in just 4 days. Volunteers from Sea Turtle Inc. came to the rescue, marshaling the largest cold-stunned rescue effort in history. One big problem: the cold had knocked out electricity needed to warm the turtles back up. Then a massive generator arrived, sent by Elon Musk and nearby SpaceX.
They, in fact, pulled the generator off the launch pad. And that generator happened to be a Phase 3 generator, and it happened to be exactly what we needed.
Days later, conditions improved for most to slide back home. But the turtle nicknamed Falcon Heavy had to stay behind.
He had really swollen eyes, almost like a predator had attacked him. So he really needed the last few weeks for medication and a little TLC.
During the freeze, veterinary tech Nina Navi worked 12 18-hour days in a row. Falcon Heavy, one of her toughest patients. Had he not been brought here and given this treatment?
Unfortunately, I don't think that turtle would have made it. Whoever rescued that turtle got there just in the nick of time.
And now this morning, Falcon Heavy, named in honor of the SpaceX rocket, is ready for his own liftoff. How do you feel about Falcon Heavy returning?
I have never been happier to evict a patient in my life. We have all rallied for him. We wished the best, and it's going to be beautiful.
And so here we are at the moment. Ready? 3, 2, 1, launch. Okay, so here it goes. Falcon Heavy. Remember, oh, it's actually, look at that.
That's
and
right,
Wendy's here with us. He's making his way. First of all, tell me, how do you feel seeing this moment?
You know, this is what Sea Turtle Inc. is all about. This is the epitome of our mission, and it is so overwhelming after treating and rescuing more than 5,300 turtles to watch Falcon Heavy go back into the Gulf of Mexico. It's overwhelming.
And the waters are warm, so it's wonderful. I'm sort of curious, when we're looking at Falcon Heavy here, who's paused for a moment, it's wild animals, not necessarily just going to run in like a pet or something chasing a stick.
Right.
But I'm curious, when the turtles were found, many of them you thought were dead because you couldn't really find a heartbeat. What was that all about?
That's the really interesting thing about sea turtles. When they cold stun, they can slow their heart rate down to even 1 beat per minute. So it's really important that we give them time and a good calm temperature to just help them relax and come back to it. And Falcon Heavy is a perfect example of that. He just needed a little downtime, a little R&R.
So green turtle, about 150 pounds here. Approximate age?
He's about 20 years old.
And his lifespan could be?
He could go anywhere from 80 to 100 years.
And is he walking along the side of the beach because of us and the cameras? Are we in his way?
Don't we all love to walk the beach? I don't. They live in this beautiful ocean. So he will make his way in, and you'll see him do that. It's really important for us that we allow them as best we can to make their way back into the ocean.
And so one thing that was amazing is during the moment of all the rescues, this was not just Sea Turtle Inc., but you coordinated volunteers. How did that happen, and what happened to the community here?
You know, it's just a perfect example of people helping others. It was a Herculean effort by the community when they saw we were in need. This was the largest recorded cold stun in history. And we needed help, and boy, did the community rally to give us that help. Thousands of people came and spent 12 and 14 hours a day helping us rescue and treat these animals over 8-10 days.
Well, do you think Falcon Heavy's just exhausted here? I mean, he's pausing. I think we're in the way. Let's move the camera out of the way.
It's an eventful morning.
Joe, come over this side here. Let's get. I'm wondering whether we're in his path.
Yeah.
And see, sure enough, there we're in his path, and there he's going.
Kerry, you've got a little extra time to put a coat of
There he goes.
wax.
There he goes. You're right.
Oh, good. There you go.
Good idea.
And when he hits the water is when it's
All right, so
wait, it took
how
the turtle a
perfect.
few moments.
I'd say
Who could've
going into
seen
the
that coming?
sunset, but going into the sunrise here.
It's beautiful, Kerry.
There we go.
Okay.
Come on, Falcon.
A precious moment, and it's so important to point out, endangered. So the 5,300 that popped to the surface, that washed in, you guys rescued so many, and had you not, it would have been a real loss.
Yes, sea turtles are on the endangered species list, so that means they were dangerously near extinction. So without volunteers and the helpers for these 5,300 and all the ones that we were able to rescue, this would have had a pretty catastrophic impact on the population here on South Padre Island, and could have easily wiped out 30 years worth of a legacy of sea turtle hate. So we are so grateful for the help and the people that dedicated their time to help Falcon Heavy and his buddies recuperate and return to the Gulf of Mexico.
Well, what a surprise that SpaceX and Elon Musk were there at the ready with the equipment pulled from the launch pad to get over here, because without the power, you wouldn't have had any warmth, and without any electricity to create that warmth, we wouldn't be witnessing this moment right here.
They came to our aid in our darkest hour, literally and figuratively. So we are so grateful for that, and that's the reason why we named Falcon Heavy, Falcon Heavy.
And guys, it's really interesting. As we see Falcon Heavy going in the water here, you'd say, well, success, it's over. But no, there is more. There is still one other named Starship, which is in recovery. So Starship soon will be joining Falcon Heavy back out in the Gulf of Mexico.
That's right. Starship's got a little bit more time to go, but he will be our next SpaceX named turtle, hopefully to be released.
Oh. Well, there we go, guys.
Wow.
You know, moving at the speed of a turtle, but making his way, and just really a spectacular moment here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We weren't expecting a speed demon here. It's a turtle after all.
SpaceX just a little bit faster.
There's something super sweet about this, watching this kind of slow motion thing.
Yeah, it's relaxing. Yeah.
He's taking his time. He's savoring the moment.
Yeah, yes.
Wonderful work there.
We'll check in with you on Monday morning after the Falcon has made full immersion there.
Well, by the time he's finally fully immersed in the water, I'll be joining Hoda and Jenna in the 4th hour, because this is really moving slowly.
Exactly. Well, keep your eye on it.
All right. Kerry, thank you. Beautiful.
It's like he's doing a South Carolina read.
Absolutely.
All right, guys. Thank you, Kerry.
Well, see, all good things come to those who
He's
wait.
making his move now.
Yeah, little Falcon Heavy is just soaking in some Gulf of Mexico. We loved watching that this morning.
Boy,
Your moment of zen.
It may be the most soothing thing that's going to happen to you
Look at
today,
that.
so keep your eye on it.
But first, this is Today on NBC.
He's gone.
He's
All
there.
right.
No, he's right there.
Oh, there he is.
Where?
Yeah, there. Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.